House of Representatives says it is committed to reform port operations to make it competitive, efficient and business-friendly. This is as a result of failed scanners aiming to get the desired result. The chairman of the House Committee on Customs and Excise, Honorable Leke Agbejide, said this at an organized interactive session with relevant agencies under the committee in Abuja. The chairman of the committee says the committee is determined to improve the operations of the port by making it more competitive. He says the decision by the committee to invite all the stakeholders in the sector is to enable all the major actors identify their challenges with the hope of finding a lasting solution to them in order to improve their operating capacity and revenue generation for the country.
Look at the topic. If you can get, I believe in the north, if you look at Kano, if you look at the volume of container going to Kano, it's not a small quantity. So why don't you look for a way to streamline all this so that the people in the north can enjoy as they are enjoying in Lagos? We have to do something about this. Let us bring down these procedures to 4 stages. If you want us to have an interaction with the CG, no representation, we can invite him with you because you are the head of the TNT. He will come here with his management team. So we discuss this and then we invite all the terminal operators together with him. If you want it that way, but if you think today we can streamline this I believe is doable. CAC, DC revenue, OC bond, exit. Apart from the cost which is abnormal and triple, there is time consumption which leads to delays, make nonsense of the federal government policy of ease of doing business. Today, Nigerian Shippers Council in today's meeting should tell us what is doing to monitor the excesses of all the shipping lines in trying to kill the export business by leaving export full containers at the ports and load empty containers for juicy import freight that are in the range of $17,000 per container when they know that import is a leakage to our own economy, while export is an injection into our economy that can help us strengthen the economy and naira.
Stakeholders express the multiple decks for payments and clearance, which they say prolong the process, thereby impacting negatively on the country through multiple taxation.
On the issue of ATO, which is the e-column system, it's a system that was introduced to digitalize the manual system of bringing in trucks into the ports. The idea was for all trucks going into the port locations, to exit from appointed truck terminals. And then you'll be called up and you move from one terminal to the other. And then they are supposed to have e-tickets. This way, terminal operators are able to know when trucks are coming in. In recent times, they have been given a dashboard that will even enable them know when trucks are coming in. But there are multiple problems which we have addressed. Some of them are outside that of Nigerian Ports Authority, outside the purview of NPA. First of all, the first problem is the issue of extortion. There are multiple
issue of extortion.
Yes, there are multiple checkpoints within what we call the red zone. The red zone is the Tinkan.
Please, media, take note of this. There are multiple extortions in the ports, along the roads.
Chairman, this statement is meant to you, not to the media.
Custom is trying to do the needful, and people think, oh, that is like the woman gave all those names, and I feel we should always complain. Let's have meet the area controller and say, this is what is happening. Then the area controller will certainly do the needful. But why we allow you to linger for a long time, which means we are into it. So please, when we have issues to do with Nigerian Customs Service, we always have the area controller controllers. If it's not there, there's DC admin. If it's not there, there's so many offices you can go and relay a complaint. Please. Because Nigerian Customs Service is every day trying to rejig its process just to make it easy and better for the trading public. Thank you.
Other stakeholders also expressed the cumbersome process and challenges they face in their dealings with major government agencies like the Shippers Council and the Customs.
There is today a process that, if in place, will automatically reduce fundamentally the challenges that we're having in the port. I mean, the automation systems that we're putting in place, particularly the e-customers, and I'm hoping that because the customs are here, they are able to speak to it. Once we have that platform in place and all stakeholders can plug into it, Mr. Chairman, believe me, your interactive session today would have had a fundamental, an important input into how do we solve some of the cumbersome processes that we have in the ports. So I thought I should just notify the committee that there is a process ongoing. But at the moment, it's very slow. There's a snail speed that is being brought to bear on it, and we really don't know why this is the case. So I think that maybe this is one important information that can be brought to bear on the course of this interactive session. It will help us fundamentally.
Rescheduling of vessels without prior notice and transfer of transit shipments to off-dock terminals and profit-bonded terminals. This resort to double handling, additional cost, and delay. Rescheduling of vessels without prior notice and transfer of transit manifest to off-dock terminals and profit-bonded terminals.
I mentioned it in my speech.
You have already mentioned it today.
So which is very wrong.
It's done by the shipping line as well.
Yeah, it's done by the shipping line.
Yes, they are.
The channel operated to the shipping line as well.
It's not the fault of terminal operator, it's the fault of the shipping line, because it's the shipping line that allocates the vessel to the terminals they like.
So it is the responsibility of Shippers Council to control this.
The committee, however, notes that the faster the customs processes are, the more the revenue Nigeria Customs Service will generate and collect for the nation and themselves. Annie T. Patrick, Core TV News, Abuja.